Hello, hello, hello. How are you tonight, Chris?
I'm very good. And you, Momma Coop?
I am doing fantastic. It's always a wonderful evening when you bless me with your presence.
But it's mutual. It's mutual. How do you say it in English?
It's
Mutual.
mutual. It's
Mutual.
mutual.
Yeah. It's, I have to learn some words sometimes.
You stay around me, I'll teach you either the good or the bad.
Yeah.
Just like Georgie. It's either going to be good or bad.
Yeah. That's always. Here, I'm just putting this on. This on. There you go. No, I put everything on display directly if we come up, so it goes to my Facebook also.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sharing on a few places. But I learned TikTok and X, you have to pay for it
Oh, yes.
to redirect
Are
a
you
stream.
serious?
Yeah. I tried it out, Mr. Coop, and we talked about it in Discord, I think. Uh, I You have to have a paid TikTok account.
Oh, I didn't know that. You have to
Me
have a
neither.
paid TikTok account to share.
Yeah, to
No.
restream. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
so
I'm gonna
did
have to
you?
find that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it, but for me, it's fine. If it's on Facebook and it's on YouTube, I still have to put
Hi,
the link.
Tim. How are you tonight? Yeah, because there were some things I seen, so I'm just trying to see if that is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see about that. Hmm.
Yeah, it's new and it's always looking at the simple tricks. Hey Tim, how you doing? Oh, and
Looks
your
like Mr.
PC.
Coop is out of the doghouse. The PC rebooted. He never was in the doghouse. Um, he set the computer up and it worked. It powered right on. In fact, he is doing a fine job because he bought me new headsets.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
that's what came in from Amazon that he wouldn't tell me on the live stream. So he got me a new set of headphones, so they are like really better than the ones I was using last night. So I was like, he when I got home, I was begging him. I'm like, so what did you get from Amazon that you wouldn't talk about online? We were headed up to the store, and he was like, "You'll just have to see when you get home." I'm like, "So what's so secretive? Why are you not telling me?" And he was like, "Will you just shut up?" And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I'm in there doing dishes and doing my wifely stuff.
Yeah.
And I did something. I don't know what I was doing, but I came in here without my shirt on um, to do something, and I said, I handed. Oh, it was a piece of paper that we got up at Walmart, and I was like, "Here," I said, "You wanted this," and he was like, "You remember you were driving me nuts going up to the store about what I got on Amazon?" And I was like, vaguely, but yeah, whatever. And he was like, "Will you sit your butt down and find out what it is?" And I'm like, "Well, I gotta go take a shower and get this gauze off my leg." And he was like, "Okay, but sit down a minute." And I was like, "I'm topless." And he goes, "And I'm complaining why?" And I'm like, "Okay." So I sat down and he was like, "Here." And I'm like, "Well, what is this for?" And he's like, "Because I gave it to you. I want you to use it tonight on your live stream." And I'm like, "Oh." I said, "They're just headphones." And he goes, "Yeah, but they're supposed to work a lot better." And I'm like, "Okay." So he used them on his computer just to see if they were better. And he said they're a lot better than what he uses. And I said, "So where's yours?" And he said, "His didn't come today." And I said, "Oh, well, you can use mine tomorrow until yours come in." And he's like, "Nope, they're yours." Okay.
Well, he got to see titties, so
Yeah, right?
he couldn't complain. Hey, Redneck, how are you doing?
Hi, Redneck. How are you tonight?
I saw a little bit of Redneck's work. He was making a wooden plank with a link of something on it. He was engraving it. It was nice to see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I hear maybe they have to amputate your leg.
Whose leg?
Yours.
They're not amputating it. They're they're just yeah. I lost against the conference room table today because remember yesterday I was telling you during the live stream that we had TJX people there and they were a little rowdy yesterday and they pushed the conference room table up against there's a box in the floor that houses all the wires. Well, they
Hmm.
pushed the conference room table up against the this box. Well, the footing of the conference room table got hung on that. The foot of the conference room table got hung on that box. Well,
Yeah.
my boss, being the jackass he is, I told him twice. I said, listen, that foot is hung on that box lip. Oh, no. I said, listen, it's hung. I said, we need to get it off that and then lift it up.
Yeah.
Bar, just lift up. Okay. I should have stepped back and let him be the horse's ass. But he said lift up, so I lifted up, and when I lifted, tried lifting it up, it was jammed, and when I lifted, he pushed with all his might, and the whole table buckled, and it kicked it towards me, and it hit my left leg and bounced off and shot down my whole right side. And when it did, it hit me in the chest, bounced off my left leg, and down my whole right leg. And I mean, it just whoo!
Yeah, I saw
Thank
the
God,
wounds.
thank God, my half of my jeans it didn't rip them, but it took a good chunk of meat, and then it like my shin don't really have much meat, so yeah, my boss, I was sitting there bouncing around. I'm like, and he's like, what are you saying? And I'm like, get the food out of here.
Yeah. Hey,
Hi,
Darlene.
Darlene. How are you? I know you came in at the wrong time.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, but I think she heard a little bit of the explanation before.
I did cuss.
It wasn't an Indian dance she was doing or a musical. It was just her screaming from pain.
I was doing the tippy toe dance.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get it to show you my leg. Let me see. Screen share. Oh no, I shared it on Discord, didn't I?
Yeah, but do you have the original picture on your desktop?
Let's see.
If you open it there,
Let me see. I can share it right there. Hold on. Screen share. Nope, I can't.
you can download it from Discord if you click on it.
Yeah, I can.
And then you have it on your computer and you open it there. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man? She will find it.
So crazy.
If you download it, I put it always in the folder download, and then I find the picture, I open it up, and then I can share it.
I have to make a new folder. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have many. Folder. There we go. Perfect. I can just call it junk.
Yeah, I delete them afterwards if I don't need them anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Uh,
What is this light doing?
okay. All right. So cancel.
And then you do share screen if you open it up.
Um, Come on. Okay. Image.
Yeah, in the morning. For me it's afternoon. I do Georgie and Mr. Coop, and then at night for me I do this with Mama Coop.
You stupid. That's my leg.
Paul, ER, you're needed. And if there are vampires around, no, don't drink the blood. But it's a nice dent. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a dent in the middle, and they're both raised on each side. So this is raised, and this is raised. And I just got this part to stop bleeding,
Yeah.
and this keeps bleeding. So I came home and took a shower. So this keeps bleeding, but this is just now stopped bleeding. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's wonderful. Hello, Paul. But yes, that was my morning, and it happened at exactly 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was only at work an hour. Fantastic.
Yeah, that
Hello,
is
Wednesday. So I was tickled pink.
it's
Ain't
it's
my
gonna hurt.
beauty.
It's gonna hurt for a bit.
I can't wait until morning and see how bruised it is.
Hey Wednesday, how you doing? Sorry, didn't see you there.
I was telling Coop, I said, can you imagine how bruised it is in the morning? He said, now I have a question for you. And I said, what? And he said, why were you standing on the table? I'm like, standing on the table? And he says, read your message. And I'm like, huh? And on my message, it stated that it was very stupid like because I was talk texting. And yeah, it said I was standing on the table.
Okay, was thinking maybe you doing a little dance on the table and something went wrong.
So yeah. And I said, no, I was talk texting to you. And that's the way it came out, but that's not what happened.
Well, the leg survived. We don't have to cut it off.
And he
It's
said,
all
well,
good.
he said, next time don't talk text me. He said, I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna have to come save you. I said, no, I would have just come home.
This time I have a new light me to lighten my figure. Uh, I got the one back my girl stole, so I can put it on. Yeah, you don't see it. Where's my hand? It's yellow, whiter, and then gold.
Forever Huffs is in the house. Hello, hello,
Hey, Larry.
hello. How are you?
So I had to play with that to install that instead of because my other light gave its powers off. It didn't work anymore. There's something wrong with the switch.
I like that though. It made it brighter, I think.
Yeah, but to paint I have even more light. You know the halogen, they call it halogen spots in Belgium.
Like
It,
holographic?
no, it's a light what with the tube that in like
Oh,
if you
halogen.
yeah, halogen. Here it's halogen. And I have one of those little ones I have two desks. This desk
Uh-huh.
and one to paint on. And on that one, I have one little one that's above, not right above, but slightly. And then I can see every detail of the miniature to paint. So now I am working here.
Uh-huh.
This, this one is almost done. I did the trim. And while we're talking, I'm going to give him, and don't laugh, a little push.
You're gonna give him a push.
A bush.
A bush.
A bush. Yes, you will see.
A beard or
No, he
a,
has a beard. He has a little. Wait. He has a little beard on his chin, a white one. But
you're going to give him a bush.
here we go. We put some white glue. It's just wood glue. It's maybe something.
Oh, you're going to give him a bush.
Yeah, a bush. It's something that Wednesday can understand. Maybe she used them
I
sometime.
used to work at a factory back home. We made trees and stuff like that for train tracks.
Yeah, it's the same thing. That's what I always need. Some stuff like that, and the glue gonna go transparent instead of white. It will go away, and then you have he's standing there on his planks, and there is a little. You see, it gives a little more to the base of the miniature. When oh, there he goes, he's flying. And yesterday, off screen, I put dark ink on the whole miniature, so it darkens. No, no, wait, no, yeah, here
Oh, nice.
you see,
Nice,
you see
nice,
the
nice.
beard. He has a little white beard on his chin.
Yes, yes.
And this one goes with it, but it's a regular soldier, more, yeah, wait, World War I type. I had a lot of fun painting all the buttons on his jacket,
Perfect.
but they're done. So, phase one done. And then I did today also the big slug. You remember him?
I do remember him.
There is white, yeah, it's a sort of
Going back to the dark side. Heck
yeah,
yeah.
it's AK Interactive. They do modeling stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a paste to make your sand. And I have
Sand.
it. Yeah, this is desert sand, and I also have muddy ground. So this one will look wet if you put it on the miniature,
Mm-hmm.
like it has rained. So, but this one I put the white on because the earth I want to use is orange earth. It's like Mars, the planet Mars. Mars.
Ah, moss.
Yeah, Mars. And that, so I don't have to use a lot of it. I put then over this one and some orange ink, and it will be done. But I forgot this one and this one. I have to do one more thing before I forget. Because I instead everybody thinks of paints like wet stuff, paint.
Right, right.
Yeah, but that's not always the truth. Sometimes you have also pigments. It's the powder, the coloring they put in the paint. Zero scale and H. Yeah, that's train stuff. It's too small for me. But like the flocks, the grass they use, and the trees and everything, yeah, that I can use a little bit. But I never want to when I do something for a competition, it has to be a little bit realistic. So we're gonna dirten up a bit of the underside of the shoes and the jacket that it seems like he's been running around in the mud a little bit. There we go. And I keep busy like that. Uh, like I said, last night I wasn't feeling that well. So I got a big syringe shot in my in my butt cheek today.
Uh-huh.
It helped, but now when I sit down, it
You're
hurts.
tender there.
Yeah, it's like you have a big blue spot where you're sitting on.
You need to get you a donut.
Yeah, a little bit of ice or something like that. But here we go. See the underside of the jacket
Uh-huh.
is now. Yeah, yeah. I have to look where the here it is. It's a bit more brownish, filthy. It doesn't have to be.
Exactly, Wednesday. You need to get you some little sponges.
I have that, but I use that for other stuff, not for this. Because I was thinking I had pigment with me, and it's not the pigment I wanted, so I have to go to the other desk and get it, and I'm not going to do that now. So the surprise today, we got some chocolate again.
I can't wait to see that.
It's three little eggs. Each one should be another flavor or color of chocolate or something. I'm thinking if we open the pink one, it's brown chocolate.
I bet that's got white in the middle.
I don't know.
Guess you forgot about the other pain then, and now you get pain in the
No,
eye.
it's mushy, a little bit of alcoholic taste in it.
Woo! Alky! You're an
Rum.
alky.
It's rum like.
It's rum?
Yeah, it's a mousse like rum chocolate inside.
Mmm. I bet
But
that's good.
yeah, that was
We want some, dude.
here we get it with whole bags full of it.
You,
My youngest one in his how do you call it here? They call it the buketas. In his sack, he takes it with him to school with all his books in it.
they let him
It's,
have those?
he has an old, he has hidden it. He
Oh,
has
he
a
has
whole
to hide
bag.
it?
Yeah, he has a whole bag of these ones. This one's inside. This is also a brown one. It's lighter brown. But I
Ah.
always
I like
you
how
cannot
it looks like it looks like an
dino echo or
yeah,
crocodile.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's always. Mm, that's a taste more caramel like.
Caramel.
Yeah, no alcohol in this one. It's like
Uh
you buy pralines. You know whatever.
mhm.
Yeah, oh, the same thing, but in the format of a little egg. But I think next time the blue ones, and don't gonna give those to the kids anymore with the rum, with the rum in it. It's like Easter eggs, and I use them. I make a little trail in the
Uh-huh.
house, like the bunny has humped there and dropped some of his cuddles. Is
Yeah, his turds around.
yeah, and then they find the big present.
That's funny.
It doesn't always have to be chocolate at Easter. Sometimes it's like a PlayStation card or a gift like that.
Or a nice big
Oh, this is a
ooh, white.
white chocolate.
That's my favorite. I love white chocolate.
Mm, mm,
Is that creamy in the middle?
creamy and crispy.
Crispy.
Yeah. At the same time, it's like flock, the rice corals with sugars. So the
Uh-huh.
crispy stuff and something. Yeah, that's alcohol also. I
It's got
cannot
alcohol
taste
in it too.
Grand Marnier, like a little
Oh,
bit. Huh?
wow.
It's just a flavor. You know, it's not that you're gonna get drunk of it or something like that.
Right. It's just a
But
hint
it,
of the flavor.
yeah, yeah. There we go. And I have my coffee ready, so I can
Wash her down.
enjoy it. Yeah, I love to eat a little bit of chocolate with some coffee
Uh-huh.
because, like yesterday, I was not well. I went yesterday to get my cigarettes and I forgot my coffee patches. So
Uh-huh.
today I went, but it had to be after the kids got home from school. So all the day I had no coffee, and all the day I was drinking cacao milk, choco milk.
Oh, wow.
You know, you warm up a cup of milk, and we have the chocolate powder. You put it in,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's chocolate milk.
yeah, chocolate milk. Just we stir it, and then, but it's Nestle. It's a
Yeah,
famous Belgium.
we have
Uh,
Nestle Quick here too.
Well, I when they were only at the start in Belgium, the factory, I visited it as a little boy with school to see how they made Easter eggs, the chocolate, and then they became famouser and famouser and went through the whole. I was it sold to somebody else, taken over that I don't know. But Belgium is famous for one of the things is chocolate.
Hmm.
You like chocolate?
I love chocolate. I don't like chocolate cake. I don't like now fudge. If it's made right, I'll eat it. I do not like brownies. Um, Now I'll eat chocolate brownies if it's got peanut butter and walnuts in it,
Hmm.
but I won't eat chocolate fudge. I mean, chocolate brownies by themselves.
I don't like brownies. Me neither. My daughter, yes, I have to buy brownies every time she comes here. Uh, and cake, I make some cake myself. I don't buy cake already made. Make it myself.
Right,
That so I know what ingredients are in it, and I make plain vanilla cake
right.
mostly, and then I decorate it with what I want.
But I can't stand the. I don't know. Chocolate cake to me seems so dry. Now my absolute favorite cake is tres leche. It's a three milk cake,
Mm,
and it can be made in any kind of flavor but chocolate. I don't care if it's I don't know. I just don't like even if it's so juicy or whatever with the three milk, it's just something with the chocolate.
uh, I like to make. I worked at the bakery that I told you already, and every time it was a birthday, I had to. My daughter, my children came to ask me, "Don't let Mama buy a cake, Daddy, make a cake."
Right,
And
right.
there was a time my youngest is I still call him the youngest. Is 13, becoming 14. He was into Thomas the Train. You know that?
Thomas the Train.
Yeah.
My
He,
son was into that.
yeah, and he wanted to take a cake with him to school, but a sponge
Uh-huh.
cake.
A sponge cake?
Yeah, like a soft cake, not the
Right.
bot. So I found a mold of a train in silicone to bake cakes in. I
Mm-hmm.
made it, but it had to bake so long because it was big. It was really big. And then with marzipan, I made a sheet in colors, the blue, the red, the white, to decorate it and make it look like it was Thomas the Train. Because it was just a locomotive. You can make
Oh
anything about
wow.
it. So I made that. Somewhere I have to search it. I have still pictures of it. And then making several layers of different color sponge cakes with a taste like a little bit of lemon, a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of strawberry, depending on which flavors go with what. I love strawberries, a little bit of sugar on it, and a little bit of a drop of lemon, and then mint.
Right.
Then, yeah, I can eat them. But for your body, allergies change every 10 years.
Right.
I was 10 years long, I was allergic to strawberries.
Really?
Yeah, if I ate one strawberry or a piece of it, it was like I run naked through plants that give you, how you call those plants, that burn and give the red spots and the bubbles. Here it's called nettles. It's a Belgian plant, a weed, and if you touch it, it yeah, it gives blisters and yeah,
Is it
there
like
are
poison ivy?
something like that. There on the leaves there are hairs,
Or is
and
it poison oak?
the hairs keep sticking in in your skin. I will look if
Hmm.
I can find it.
Or is it a cactus?
No, no, no. Brandnetel, it's called. Urtica.
Or is it a melt what do they call those? Because
I
I
have a
know
picture. Wait, I have a picture.
back home when we set fire to the in Iowa when we set fire to the ditch, the
Yeah.
milk plant, it was a milk plant that exploded and caught my brother's leg on fire, but I can't remember what that I can't remember what they called that. It's hard. Mm, it didn't explode. It's just like it it absorbs the heat so much that it's like a thistle plant, I think that's called. Or
Yeah, it could be. I got one up for you. Here it's coming. That's what I'm. You have to. That's a
yeah, that's
plant.
it. Yeah, thistle plant.
Yeah. Well, I ate one strawberry and it was like I ran through that naked. My whole body was full of. And the ones we have two different kinds. The ones with the white flowers on it doesn't do it. You can touch them. You can do with it what you want. And the one without flowers, yeah, you get burnt, so to say.
Mm.
And that's a common weed in Belgium. It grows everywhere if you don't cut it regularly. In my garden, even, I have to cut it, cut it, cut it, and then it stays away. But in the forest behind me, that's full of it.
See, my mom didn't know anything about it, and she was burning down the dish line. And my brother was down there helping her. Well, my brother, he's about as dumb as a box of rocks. And she was telling him, get away from the fire, get away from the fire. And he was down there and he just, and sure shit, poof. And I was
Oh,
sitting there
yeah.
laughing. I was like, play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And mom's sitting there, roll, boy, roll. He's running, roll, boy, roll. I was like, Mom, let him burn. He wants to sit there and run around like a stupid idiot.
Oh, I think Larry, uh, Forever Fluffs, they gonna go live today also
Yeah, they're
to have
going
a
live
talk.
at 7. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be later there. No, but that's a plant that is very common. And you here in the nature park, you can have walks with a guide.
Uh
And
huh.
he told me there is a weed that always grows next to those plants. And if you burn yourself, you pull out that weed, you put it on, it negates the burning.
Right. Yeah. There's something on the bottom of the root.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's
It's
a
a
different
milk.
weed.
It's
Yeah,
like milk.
something, and that negates the burning. I was, yeah, that's a
Hmm.
little bit too late, because as a youngling I did run naked through one of those fields without knowing it. We were skippy dipping at the camping site,
You
and one of the,
skinny dipping?
yeah, at 15, 16, with some girls, and the guard came, but we were not supposed to be there, and out of fright I run, and I didn't see what I was running through, and yeah, yeah, not a good idea. So that's why they say welcome to the dark side. Chris is sometimes, yeah.
Dun dun dun.
But yeah, what is best idea? Letting you get caught naked, or
Just
uh,
run. Run, Forrest, run.
sorry,
That's
I had to cover there.
right.
Oh, so is here also.
Oh boy.
So that's gonna be fun. No, I had a lot of fun in that area. But that also plants, yeah, you find here, and they're not so funny to have. Now my rabbit doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Is it because the fur? Because
Probably, yeah.
I see they put in the summer, the field next to me is empty. It's all grass, and there is a pond there somewhere where there are frogs in the nature area, but they're a kind that is protected kind of frog.
Uh-huh.
And you can get the, what is it called? Kikkerdrill, it's called here. When they're not frogs yet, but the little with the black eggs. You can fish them out. Schools come to do that. Put them in an aquarium and see that become a frog. And when they are frogs, they have to put them back here in the nature place. But to keep the grass low, they put sheep and other beasts. here to graze the grass.
Hmm.
So if you're gonna walk there, one of the male bucks pushed over my mom one time.
Huh.
No, I didn't. And you can keep that pizza you sent me a picture of. Not interested in it.
What is it?
Yeah, it's one that is. I let Paul showed it to me. I let him explain it in chat because I'm no thanks. It's something about American mountain beasts, and they cut off the nuggets between the legs.
Oh, it's Mountain Oyster Pizza.
Yeah. No, thanks. No, not for me.
Oh yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yummy.
Oh no, no, thanks.
Ooh, bring it on. Bring it on.
I like to try everything, but I don't know.
Oh
It's
yeah.
maybe if I close my if Paul bites first a piece of it and swallows it, I will close my eyes and try it also, but otherwise
You
no.
know, if I cooked dinner and you didn't know what it was, you wouldn't know what you were eating.
Yeah, that's true. But that's mutual, huh? I could make you something where you go, like paling in groen. It's some
See,
sort of ale,
it's what?
an ale,
An
an
ale,
eel, like
an
an
eel.
eel, a fish, but soft
I
water
like
fish.
fish, so
And they make it in a very green sauce, but it's a sort of snake. It's not really, and some sort of rat. They also eat here,
a rat.
muskusrat. Yeah, a rat, a water rat, and it's a delicacy. Some restaurants bake only that, and
Does it look like a rat when you're eating it?
no, it
Oh, well then I would eat it.
like a stew, something like that.
If it don't look like it,
Like frog legs. I love to eat frog legs with garlic.
frog legs. I love
Yeah,
frog legs.
yeah. Some people go, oh no, the poor beasts. Well,
Oh, they don't even need to be sliced thin, Paul. You just leave them just like that. Oh yeah, we rocking it.
you see what she did? The okay sign.
We rocking it.
Now I know why Mr. Coop is so docile.
Yeah, because he knows he starts shit. They coming. Oh, they're going in the frying pan. We make a mountain oyster real quick.
Yeah, frog legs are good, and especially if they made the French, the French cuisine makes a lot of good dishes with garlic. I love
Mm.
tasting French cuisine, but real French cuisine, not somebody that tells you it's French and no. So we had our chocolate today. We have a leg that is almost amputated. We talked about the oyster thing.
Oh, them are good though. They have one back home. They have them. It's called. It's down there in Tuscumbia, Missouri. Missouri is of them. It is a testicle festival. And oh my God, I've never been there, but I want to go so bad. Of course, I'll never go back to Missouri
Yeah.
unless something happens to one of my kids.
Okay, I have a story for tomorrow morning before my 13-year-old leaves. Mama Coop has invited you. She's gonna take you to an all-you-can-eat buffet of little nuggets. He's gonna be happy.
Testicle festival, let's go, let's
Yeah.
go.
No, I had to make prepare them because tomorrow morning they leave for school, but then they stay with their mother. They don't come back home. That is the change.
Oh,
We
so
don't.
they're making testicles.
I don't know. We'll see. So in school they have to test. They have to do a cooking course for a year. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes they have to make, but they make the dishes at home. and then they have to take a picture of it. So what does my daughter do? Uh, Not ready-made, but all the vegetables you need and everything is already in one package. You buy
Uh-huh.
it, and you only have to put meat with it, and then your dish is done. And she takes a picture of the cover, and that's what she does. And she makes it, huh? And it's delicious, huh? But she doesn't do all the work like going to the shop and buying the different vegetables separately.
Right.
Today I had a nice donation. Somebody put a sack on my door with carrots and apples.
Ooh, nice, nice,
The
nice.
carrots is sharing with the rabbit, and the apples also because he likes a little piece of apple once in a while.
Woo-hoo.
And my son loves his apple for school still. I told him, don't put it on the teacher's desk, otherwise you're gonna have that you're the favorite.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't eat it yourself.
Heck
It's
yeah.
always the
Yes.
birds are out or they're screaming for attention today.
I think their dad just finally came in the back door. He's been out with the
Oh,
chickens, I think.
yeah, I see him wandering around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's letting the dog out.
There we go. How the fish is doing?
They're doing good. They're doing
Yeah,
good.
you're gonna restart.
They can't see you. Oh, there they can.
What finger is that?
He's showing you your number one.
Oh yeah, I saw that. So you're gonna start restreaming? Watch the fishes?
As soon as we get the box hooked up, he wanted to make sure my computer hooked up today. He told me
Yeah.
to. That's the reason I sent you the message and said I was already on, is because he wanted to make sure that the computer um hooked up. When we I checked it probably about 5:35. Yeah.
Mm.
So I logged in about 5:35, made sure the computer booted up, and made sure everything was okay to go. Because of course you never know with the bad curse I had going on the last time.
Oh yeah. But now you still have to try and play the trucking game,
Yeah,
shutting
I got it.
shutting
I'm
your
gonna.
computer down and then shut and rebooting it to see that it still works.
Yeah, I gotta have. I'm gonna make him download Steam
Yeah.
and log me in, and then we're gonna talk because then that's gonna make all the difference.
The latest game I installed is something medieval, but not fighting. You managing a medieval village. You have
Mm.
to farm, to cut wood, to get your food, and the seasons are also there. So in the winter you don't have raspberries to pick. To
Oh
pick.
yeah.
So and while the money comes in, you can build more, like a church, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes bandits come to plunder you. What is opossum grits?
Possum grits.
Yeah. So what is that? Is that
Hi,
possum
KU
with?
Thunder. Orientation is over. It only goes for 2 days. So when that is the only catastrophe I had today was the conference room table decided to attack me.
It was an alien, but don't tell her that. It was sitting behind the leg and pushed it
I
over.
think my boss had a vindictive move on me, but
Or it was a ghost. We were talking about ghost yesterday.
no, I think it was my boss.
Yeah, I think also.
I think my boss was on a mission to put me out of work, but that's
Oh,
okay.
so did you have an orientation day also today? Because
No,
you say
no,
no,
no, no.
no
I don't.
Paul, slow day.
No, I don't have orientation on Thursdays. It's only on Mondays. I mean on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then It's only a 2 day orientation, so yes, thank
Was
God.
it probing aliens? You have to ask Mama Coop if she was probed. This time it's not with me. You're talking to Mama. Be kind to her. No probing there. I won't allow it.
No, no,
I pick up Mr. Coop and put him instead to get probed. So yeah, today here it was a rainy day.
was
Much,
it?
yeah,
I thought it was gonna rain this morning, but it didn't rain here.
much of moist. I felt it in my joints. Then they get stiffened up. My muscles stiffen up, and then it's a little bit hurting time. But that I had since my accident when I was younger with a motor block falling on my back. Since then,
I
if
still
the,
want to know how that happened. Were you laying on your stomach or something?
no, I was standing. So it was put on the bridge, and I put it up. So I was walking under it, standing up, looking from where did the sound come, and the sound came from the motor block not being attached properly on the rubber blocks.
So it was on the stand.
Yeah, the full car went up, and
The
I was
car was
walking.
in the air.
Yeah, on a bridge we call it in Belgium. A bridge is something in a mechanic shop where they put your car up to work under it.
Okay, so how does the motor fall out of the car? Were you taking it out of the
Not
car?
yeah, it was not completely. If this wait, if this is the car and the motor was suspended on rubber blocks in the car, it's suspended. So if the car runs, it's a diesel, it
Mhm.
shakes, the rubber blocks take away the shake, but the mechanic that worked on it didn't fasten the yeah
The
the
rubber
blocks.
blocks.
Yeah, so it shaked off of it, but I didn't know it.
Ah,
And the moment I was pushing and looking, it did a flip. It didn't fall completely out of it, but it did a backflip. And I was standing just there, and it flipped against my back. So I fell. The block didn't fall completely on me, but it's a lot of
enough to
weight.
hurt you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, but that's only one of the stories. Working on one of those bridge, it was a two-pole bridge. There are like springs in it, and one of the
Right.
springs was broken. And like your boss, my boss said, "We're gonna do it ourselves." We took two ladders. I had was standing. Wait, I have figures. I can show it a little bit. It was a little bit like that. This I was standing lower to hold a the spring, and he was taking a bar, a steel bar, to
Pry
yeah
it.
tighten it up, and and he let loose. So the spring hit his head, hit my face, knock out all of my teeth, and he had a big hole in his skull. So they had to put in a metal plate. Now that was covered by the work insurance. I didn't have to pay anything. But from that day on, I didn't have a single tooth in my mouth. Everything was broken off. Yeah, the roots were still in there, and they had to chisel them out all. So
Oh
they put me
my
to
God.
sleep, and I wake up. It was in the morning they did the operation. I wake up at noon, and then I ask my wife because I was still there. I'm hungry. Can you bake me a steak? And I ate a steak directly after that.
Now that is some manpower there. I've been,
So yeah, and since then I have fake teeth because of that.
well, yeah.
So I didn't choose for it, and I told my son it's not because I didn't brush my teeth every day. It's because of
They
something
were
else.
knocked out.
Yeah, all in one go, and it was not pretty to see. It bleeds a lot. So yeah,
Mm-mm.
didn't you ever have a wound that you say from wow this was serious or Mr. Coop something like that that you thought from oh now I'm gonna lose him or now I'm gonna die.
That was my staph infection.
Ah yeah,
If I would have went to sleep, I would have never woke up.
yeah.
Yep, that was my staph infection.
Well, I went through that with my cancer, so I didn't expect to wake up either, and I did. So I was happy.
Yeah, that was my staph infection. And then they kept having to take me back and keep taking it. I went through multiple surgeries with that.
Ah, yeah. Now I
I
was talking. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go. Tell me.
um I stayed in the ICU for a while, and in fact, I didn't even have to pay a hospital bill. Coop, he raised holy hell with that hospital over that deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, and now the doctor told me to make a new appointment at the pain clinic.
Mhm.
It's a different hospital that it's from the same clinic where I go through, but it's in a different. It's more in a village.
Right.
It's because they didn't. It's more a center where people go that lost a leg to revalidation and things like that.
Right.
And there is a pain clinic, but they can only accept a number of patients a year
Oh
because
wow.
they lost a lot of doctors went abroad to other countries to do their job. So I was lucky. I had a little bit of help from a professor I knew. He got me
Yeah.
in there. So that's where a few weeks ago I went to let burn the nerve endings from my scars.
Oh.
Yeah, that happened a few weeks ago. So they burned the endings of my scars away and then put in something a long term painkiller, something like that. But they
Mhm.
cannot say me it's gonna work a month, it's gonna work 3 months. That's testing out. So next month I have to go there again, but now he tells me to look for an appointment sooner. If I'm
Mm.
gonna get it, I don't know. But I made the call and she gonna talk to the doctors there and see if they have room to put me in
Oh man.
between.
Hopefully they get you in. That
Yeah,
I
but
really.
sometimes you have patients that have something happen and cannot make their appointment, and then they call you
Right.
up, but you have to go directly to there. It means,
Right.
oh, I in an hour time I have to be there. And since I cannot drive anymore with the car, I always have to ask somebody, can you drive me? Because for every appointment I have from the clinic, uh, I told you I got help from OCMW. It's called here, sort of family. Yeah, it's a help where you go when you don't can pay your bills and this and that. They
Right.
don't pay. Sometimes they pay it for you, but you have to pay it back in small amounts. But they have a group of volunteers. They don't ask money. The only thing you have to pay is the gas they use.
Well, that's
But
not bad.
and they come and pick you up and they put you at the clinic. Sometimes, if it's a short appointment, they wait there, drive you back home. If it have an operation, then they go home and they come pick you up when the operation is done.
Now, how do they know when the operation's done? Does the
I
nurse call
called.
them?
I called them. I let the nurse call them. Then I have to wait
Oh.
20 minutes, something like that. The clinic is 20 minutes drive from my home,
Oh,
the
that's not
big
bad.
one, and the other one is 10 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad at
It's
all.
it's even they and for the revalidation they put in a new building. I think 10 stories, and they were dumb enough to make the swimming pool to revalidate on the top floor.
Right.
And in the first month it leaked, so it leaked all the way down the 10 floors.
Woo, that sucks.
Yeah, I was thinking, but why not put it on the first floor instead
Right.
of the 10th floor? Yeah, that was the actual. My ex-wife's sister told me, yeah, that was not my drawing. That she's an architect for the clinic. She makes the building plans
Oh wow.
in a team with others because it's so big. KU Leuven, it's the university and the clinic, but they have grounds all over Flemish. It's not only the city of Leuven. They have buildings there to do the bicycles, building there to do electricities in the university,
Oh
cleaners
wow.
there. Yeah, it's big. And a lot of the buildings are still medieval buildings in Leuven.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. If you go to the library, wait, I will see if I can find a nice picture of it. Bibliotheek. Leuven. And it's, yeah, yeah, I have a picture. I will see if I can, where is it? Yeah, that's it. Now I just have to find the picture. Open up. And oh, it's not so sharp, but we will be able to see it. There we go. I got it. Close this one. Share screen. Where is it? Ah, here. Venster. And that's the Library of Leuven. Is it loading up? It should be on the side of the screen.
Where's it at? Oh,
I see it.
I see it, but it's not.
In the
Okay.
StreamYard?
There it is.
Yeah, that's the Library of Leuven,
Oh, wow.
of the university. All those buildings are property of the same, like the clinic. They own
Oh,
this
yeah.
also. And it's big. There is the parking is underground. It's very big. And then if it's carnival or something, there is a square in front of it where all the festivities are held.
Oh, nice.
So it's very nice because you showed me. Well, tomorrow we can take a drive around where I live through Google Maps.
Yeah.
I will try to set that up, and then you can drive at next to my home and everything. You can see the garden from afar and the nature spots. I didn't think of that. No, it fell in my mind just because we were talking about. And Belgium gremlins are worse. No, they're the same as the American ones. And that is you have a lot of more. When I think the US, I think Western style stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, awesome.
Like the Alamo. Does it still exist?
The Alamo?
The Alamo. Yeah.
The Alamo, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Alamo. Hmm.
Yeah, you know the little fort where the Spanish Mexicans fought the would-be Americans there?
I don't
Because
know.
was it then Mexican property or was it?
Let's find out. Is the Alamo still standing? Does the Alamo still exist? There we go.
Okay, let me see.
Yes, the Alamo still exists. It's a historical site located in San Antonio, Texas.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering because yeah, as a tourist, I would love to see the Grand Canyon, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and stuff like that. So the waterfalls, how are they called? The Niagara waterfalls, something like that. Are there other nice sites? Yeah, I love nature.
No, I don't like that one. Let's see. Let me. I want this one. Come on. Where's my mouse? There it is. There it is.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty.
that's nice. Yeah.
That's very pretty. Did that come up?
I
Is
see
it a
it.
big
Yes.
screen?
Yeah, yeah. It's taking up all the screen, so yeah, it's a good screen.
No, it didn't take up. Is it just the whole building by itself?
No, it's the complete site you're looking at. There's a building.
No, I put the whole building up, but I guess it didn't let me take the whole building. Because clicked on the building, but it didn't let me click on the building for you guys. I don't know why. Huh. Uh-huh. Because see, I clicked here, but it did. When I clicked here, it opened up another window, but it's not sharing that. Share this tab
Oh,
instead. There we go. There it is. Now, there.
yeah, I see it. That's a famous site from some movies I saw. Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Yeah, it's fancy for a library. I will show you some other sites. I have some pictures ready from other spots in Leuven.
That is pretty cool, though. My aunt lives in Texas, and we've always talked. She's always wanted us to go there, but
Mm,
I don't know. You know, I'm I'm so. I guess you want to say I always feel like I'm jinxed, and now I'm more jinxed, especially with this freaking computer situation. So it's just kind of like, mm.
yeah.
So it's like, okay,
Okay, I found something, I think. Yeah. That's share screen. That's Leuven. Wait, huh? Here we go. Christmas time.
oh,
Then everything is lit
nice.
up.
That is really nice. Ooh, that's
You
nice.
know the place I told you that is the biggest bar in Belgium, in
Did
Europe?
you say the biggest bar?
Yeah, that is this place. It's one bar next to the other. All those buildings, and it's just a part of the square. Eh? They're all medieval old buildings, and they're all rebuilt at the bottom, and they're all bars.
Oh, now that's nice. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
and that is the library at evening. It's all light up.
Wow.
So yeah, this is, we have. Wait, where am I? Now I have to look. I lost where I am. Here. That's the building you see with the
Uh
towers.
huh.
That's City Hall.
Oh, wow.
I got married in that building the first
Oh,
time,
cool.
and then afterwards in the church, the same day. You have to go to City Hall to get
Uh huh.
married officially, and to the church if you want to. And all the little uh, nooks, they're all statues, little men inside, carved inside. And then you have to think all those buildings.
Uh huh.
Wait, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh, that one was still standing. Yeah, but where is it? Oh, here. I have it. I will upload it here.
The Alamo looks
Now I
like my
got
library,
it.
weathered and well read. Oh, wow, K Thunder. You're so lucky.
Now I found this one. I can close this one. It's always a bit in the beginning looking how to share
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
and
for sure. I know, I'm still trying to learn all the nooks and crannies myself, so don't feel bad. Oh, hold on.
this is the church, the cathedral, and World War II.
Ooh, wow.
You see, there is not one building standing next to it,
No.
and then the cathedral was bombed, and I don't think that was the end of it,
Uh-huh.
but pictures taken in the middle of the war because it got bombed a lot
Oh, nice.
during World War, and they completely rebuilt everything. So, here,
Very nice.
how do I pull this back? Stop sharing. There we go. Close this one down. Go to here. Uh, Leuven Cathedraal. Cathedraal. And that's, wait, I'm looking. Is there no complete picture of the cathedral in Leuven? The inside I can find. The out. Here is a nice picture. Yeah, got it. Save it. Now open it. Here it is. Enlarge it a little bit. There you go. It's but the towers are not complete from World War II. They could not recomplete the two towers, the two bell towers. I got it here. I got it here. Share. There we go.
Oh,
And that's
wow.
standing in front of City Hall.
Now that's really cool.
And you see this part was completely gone, and one of the towers was gone. But normally they went higher with the specific Gothic roofs on them.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it cost so much to rebuild. The church didn't want to invest that amount of money, and they redid the whole building. When I was little, I went every week with my mother to City of Leuven. Every week we went to the
Uh-huh.
theaters, watch a movie, eat Chinese. There was a Chinese restaurant. We went 2 times a
Uh-huh.
week, every Wednesday afternoon and every Saturday, and then do a little bit of
Oh,
shopping.
nice.
Yeah, the only shop that interested me in that time was a toy shop. Huh? But they were working on it, and I think I was 8 or 9, and when I was 20 years old, the work was done.
Mm,
Just cleaning the church, huh? And they
nice.
put a special product on it so that the exhaust fumes from the cars wouldn't make a layer of dirt on the
Right.
church. But now in the city of Leuven, cars no go. Huh? You cannot enter the city with a car. You have to park on in the underground parkings and take a bus. Only buses and certain parts of Leuven you can enter with a car, but the center is completely closed down for
Yeah, but wouldn't
cars.
they still have the same toxics if you're on a car or a bus?
Yeah, but it's lot less.
Carbon.
In, yeah, but it's now it's one bus or two buses every few half an hour. Then it was hundreds of cars every
Oh,
hour.
okay.
The amount is less. So they do it for older people and everything. Once a week there is a market you can go through.
Hey, Miss PJ, how are you?
Hey, Miss PJ, fine, you coming back? Have a look. So, but that's the difference with Europe, I think, and the United States. The cultural stuff. All the immigrants that went to the US.
Mm-hmm.
You have the buildings I like Boston, New York, but a lot of those old buildings are gone, I think, no?
Right.
And here you still find all that history. They keep it.
Hmm.
Here, if you go to town and you look up, not to the shops, but you look a bit up, then you think you're in medieval times.
Uh-huh.
If you don't look at the street lights and the electricity everywhere, that is what I like.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That is for sure. You look at your guys' buildings and then you look at ours. Ours looks, I guess you'd want to say, more modern.
Yeah,
And then
that's
your
yeah,
guys' looks more um pastime.
yeah.
So,
But sometimes you enter a pastime building and the complete interior is a complete
right,
modern stuff. Huh?
right. But it's
You would not expect it. You go inside and you go, whoa.
right, but see, that's something that interests me because you got
Yeah.
the antique on the outside and you got the more modern on the inside.
And sometimes they keep the antique on the inside and they build
See,
around
we
it.
go down where Coop used to live, the town he used to live in. We love going through the historical part because the houses down there are the outside is historical, and that's the part of town we like. So that's what he remembers is the way they look. And he's like, man, I would love to own one of these houses, is because that's what he remembers. Now
Yeah.
we don't know what they look like on the inside, obviously, but he don't know what most of them look like on the inside either. Or did he know what they look like then? I don't know, but you know, um, to have one would be amazing because it would bring back some of his past. Would I want to
Yeah.
live there? Absolutely not. I I do not want to live in that town ever again. But
Yeah.
to have one of their houses, I would love it.
Uh, I'm gonna answer a
Hi,
question in chat
redneck.
with a picture of a few pictures. The roads in Belgium are, I think, like the roads in the US. We don't have how to say it. We have two-lane streets, one-lane streets, four-lane. The highway is four lanes mostly, even six lanes on the highways. Who was asking that? Are the city streets roads way
KU
smaller in
Thunder was
Belgium?
asking that.
Yeah. No, no. You have small streets. Like in a medieval city, you're gonna have very small streets, even still cobble streets. So your car's gonna go if you drive over it too
Yeah,
fast.
that's the cobblestone.
Yeah, the cobblestone streets are still here somewhere. But most streets are normal. The street before me is a two-lane street, but the problem is it's a street where you have to park on one side of the road always. So if they're parked there, you have less room to. You have to watch what's coming from the other side,
Right.
and you have to give way to that car coming off. So, but for the rest, the streets are the same. The highways, some are four lanes, so two lanes for you and two lanes for the other side, and sometimes it's three lanes for you and three lanes for the six lanes in total. Depends on which part of the highway you are. And I take the highway here. I can go to Brussels or I can go to Germany, Munich on the same highway, and it takes me to go to Germany about 2 hours. Yeah, I saw lights too. An alien has
I was
landed.
like, what the
I saw some.
heck?
Yeah, but in 2 hours' time, I can be from where I live in three different countries. I can in 2 hours drive to France or Germany or the Netherlands or even Luxembourg. Most people forget that there is a little country attached to Belgium's endpoint. And if you compare that, because with you, is it the same if you leave a state? That was is that like going to another country? Mama is testing
I'm
stuff
not
out,
doing
I think.
anything.
I was asking if you leave the state, you're living in, I say something where you live now, and you go to Florida. Is that like going to another country?
If I leave my state and go to where?
Anywhere, another
Like,
state.
no, it's not like going. It's just like, it's not like going to another country. No.
For us, it would be because Belgium is smaller than most of your
Mm-hmm.
states. The Netherlands also. Germany is pretty bigger, and France also, but it's not so big. So for us, going from what you call a state, we can call a
Right.
province, from one province to the other in 10 minutes times. And well, it goes from one end to the country to the other, into France, into Germany. It doesn't stop. So the highways go, and once you go through the border of Belgium, Germany, in Germany you can drive fast. Huh? Some places there are no speed
Oh
limits
wow.
on the highway, no speed limits. But if you have an accident and you go above a certain point, then it's on your own risk. But if you buy a Ferrari and you want to test it out, you drive from here to Germany and there you go full throttle and you can let your engine rip like you
You have a
want.
question on the screen.
Do you have long roads,
Log,
Chris? Yeah,
log
but log roads. No, what is a log road?
trees. Do you have log roads? Logs are the old trees.
No, no. Maybe somewhere in the Ardennes, but not that I know of. Once you go to the Ardennes, there the roads are a little bit dangerous. It's next to cliffs and everything like that, especially in the winter time.
Yeah, we used to have cobblestone roads here in Florida in Plant City where Coop grew up, but we don't I don't believe there is any more there. I haven't been on any in a while.
Hey, Georgie, what we do still have, and you can do walks, is the Roman roads, the
Hi
old
Georgie.
Roman that the Roman Empire built for traveling their
Mhm.
soldiers. Those old cobblestones still exist here and there, with some Roman watchtowers, not completely destroyed, if you know where to look.
Oh.
Yeah, that's interesting. We did that as a kid with school, and it was a long walk. It was from the morning till the evening. We were all sweating, and it was a summer day, and we weren't warned what we gonna do. The teacher surprised us, and he told us, "Yeah, now you're walking like the Romans did
Hmm.
a few thousand years ago." I was what? Okay, and we had our breakfast at one of the towers of the Romans, a watchtower. I love history stuff.
Oh yes. Well, I can't say I
Yeah.
like history. Um I failed history in school because I did not like it. I liked science, um, math, and English. History was not my thing. To me, history I didn't need for survival. So I was like, eh.
Yeah, Georgie, your thunder pickle is on my side of the chat. So I did see
He's
him.
over there. He just asked you if you have log roads. Remember?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm looking at the StreamYard screen and not the YouTube screen, so I don't see who is on which side
Right.
of the stream. I see some purple ones, and I think
That
those are
the
mine.
purple ones are mine, and the ones that aren't purple are yours.
For me, if I look, because Zo is purple with me,
No,
and he's on.
y-
Yeah, on my screen he's
no, the
purple.
one that says paired is mine, and the ones that are not purple is yours.
And I think if I look to it, it's the other way around because I'm also restreaming
Right, but if it says
on my
right, but
channel.
if it's
And it says paired, like Wednesday is now on my side. Yeah.
right.
And it says for me
Oh,
paired.
okay, yeah, because you go on X.
I don't go on X. I go just on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, well, she says paired on you.
Yeah.
Weird, because she's on your side.
Look. Now you can see my screen, how I see it. You see? For me, they're purple.
Wow, they're purple on mine too.
So, yeah. We find it out.
Because it says purple paired.
Yeah, I know. So I thought you were a little bit picklish, greenish purple. No.
Because that's you. Because you're paired on
Yeah,
theirs. Because that's you.
but I have to. Don't forget. Go also to Mama. Put a like on it. Share it. Swing around. We are swingers in YouTube. Did that come out wrong? That word swingers?
No.
No. Huh? We share everything. We share chat.
Yeah.
We share stories. Who is the host? Mama is the host.
Who the host? Who are you?
She's the ghost
Be the host.
because she lost her leg almost today. So my link, yeah, one of my mods will put it in the chat. I'm setting them. You have mods, you have to set them to work. I learned that from Mr. Coop and Georgie. If I say go to Mama, there should be a link to Mama on the screen. That's how I work as a mod. Are you making yourself look pretty,
Oh,
Mama?
my hair's driving me nuts. I hate it when it's wet.
Sometimes. Ah, yeah.
Because I had to take a shower to get that gauze off today because they gauzed my leg up from the owie.
No. But does it still hurt?
Yeah, well, it's numb right now because of the swelling.
That's true, so. History was written with the people in power at the time. But sometimes it's nice to watch the buildings, just the buildings. And
Speckles,
Romans
that's enough.
made.
It's enough.
I saw a documentary a time ago about Adrian's wall. In England. The Romans built a big wall to keep the barbarians out. And you find Roman graffiti there. And most designs you find, they carved them in the stones, or how do you call it in a proper manner? Penises?
Yeah,
Cocks?
penis, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't, there was a meaning after that, and I forgot what it was, but it had something to do with, yeah.
Mama, did you use a walker and measure a fence? No.
Yeah. No, you were not wrapped up till your crotch and then go measure.
No, I didn't have it wrapped up to my crotch. It was just, uh, let's see. I didn't need it wrapped up to my crotch that big. I'm not a pansy. I only, I
Now
only
I'm
had
getting
I had
hungry.
only gauze like right here and a band-aid right there. But I had to get it wet right here so I could get it off. So as soon
Yeah.
as I got the gauze wet here, then I was able to get it off. But yeah.
Be lucky to live in these times and not the old times because they wouldn't
Well,
know. You got an infection very fast
well,
then.
see, when they were doing when I had my staph infection, they cut my stomach from my belly button to my hairline on my stomach, and they did the inside out to heal. Well, when they did
Yeah.
that, Coop had to get it, pack it full of gauze. You want to talk about hurt if he didn't get that gauze wet when he was pulling it out. So I remember that feeling. So that's the reason that gauze had to get wet when that came off today. I rem
10 feet, Mama. 10 feet.
Yeah,
Give 10 feet.
yeah, 10 feet exactly.
But when they did my stomach open for the cancer, it was also from my belly button to the underside, then to my, how do you call it, the sides of your hips
Uh-huh.
almost, and then next to my, how they call it, what was on the pizza, the little balls. Next to that, all the underside was cut open, and they didn't bandage it. They put little, where the tubes were still little, yeah,
They had
plastic,
those on me too, to
like,
where you squeezed it, you sucked all that stuff out, and you squeezed it again, and it.
ah, my pots were vacuum,
Well, yeah,
vacuum.
well, it's self
But
vacuumed. When you squeeze it, it suck, and then squeeze, and then
no,
suck.
these pots did it
Or mine
automatically.
didn't. You had to
The-
squeeze it.
yeah, but then to remove the tapes every day to see the wounds, there is a special spray can they used to loosen up the tape and the bandages. But on the wounds itself, they could not put bandages on top of it. They didn't. It had to heal because it was sewed from the inside and then with metal stitches, how you call it, little metal things, they squeezed it, and I had to sneeze and it opened up. So there was a big hole in the middle and they couldn't re-sew it, so they let build up the scar tissue. Every day they had to scrape off a layer of the scar and let it rebuild, scraping, rebuild. And that was the most painful until the hole was filled up with scar
Yeah, and
tissue.
then when they tell you to breathe in real hard, breathe in real deep, then they pull that stuff. Ugh!
Well, I have one big scar from that.
I
The
have
the
two
dude
dimples on
forgot
my
to.
stomach from them things.
I have one big hole. He forgot to release the vacuum. It was still vacuumed, and he pulled it out. And then the nurse put holes in the other pots, so it couldn't happen.
They
From the others, you don't see anything, but that one, big scar.
The nurse forgot to deflate the catheter when she went to go pull the catheter. She's lucky she didn't
Oh
have a
yeah.
black eye that night.
And when I waked up, I was wondering how do I have to pee now? But there was a catheter inside of me with a big bag, and it took 10 days before I took my first, how do you call it, shit.
Them are
I had
always
to bring,
fun. Uh,
yeah, on a metal pan. They came
oh.
up, and I was thinking, I was shitting, allez, I was doing my business so much, then I felt it stick against my bum. I think the pan was full, and it was a friendly male nurse. I think he was gay, but he was a chubby little happy dude always. I loved him when he came,
Of
and
course
I
you
told him,
did.
"Oh yeah." And he told me, "You don't have to worry. I'm used to cleaning the behinds of people." But I was so ashamed. I felt it stick everywhere. It's a thought. You don't see it. You don't
Uh-uh.
know if it's that or not. But the thinking alone. But yeah, okay. I know doctors in Belgium, doctors in study, yeah, not yet doctor. They have to run, I think, 30 days with the
Uh-huh.
nurses to see what nurses do and do their job also. And that one came in. She saw me lying there. She took a bucket. Everything out of her stomach came out, and she left. And the doctor, the prof said, "Yeah, you don't re-enter that room. You stay away, and you're flunked for your She was not passed for grades.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I flunked one doctor to be. Yeah. I think if you're gonna study for something like that, and you're gonna go on a floor where there's all people with amputated legs, stomachs open, and everything like that, you know what to expect. Huh?
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Huh?
he forgot about the volume.
Yeah. That.
No, but that's fun times. Fun times. It's not so fun to lay there in the summer with no air conditioning and the wounds
Oh
sticking
no,
and
that
doing.
sucks.
And then you have, because you didn't walk for a long time, because I was there a long time for the wound to heal. In the beginning, uh, the bed was not flat. Wait, can I show it? But it was a little bit. No wire here. Ah, here I have a sting. So the bed was put in that mode, and every 2 days or 3 days they stretched the bed a little bit so I could lay flatter and flatter that the wound wouldn't spring
Oh,
open.
that's good
But you
though.
have to lay there. Yeah, and the one that makes you walk again. I don't know the name in English. The for the muscles and everything. He told me, yeah, the first thing, the only thing you have to do is
Physical therapist.
lift your foot. Yeah, lift your 2 feet at the same time for 10 cent. Yeah, about this. Yeah, a little distance. And I did that because I couldn't sleep from the pain all the night. I did that. The day after that, he told me, "Yeah, now you have to do." At 4 day, after 4 days, I was standing straight up next to my bed. And 3 days after that, with a roller, the old people walk
Mm-hmm.
with, I was already walking all the corridors and everything. And they told me, slow down, slow down. And I told them, if I have pain and it doesn't go, I will say you
Right.
it doesn't go. But let me do, they're walking next to you. But I had to walk around with all those spots still sticking out, all those tubes still in my stomach. Uh, yeah, I came home with 3 or 4 of those vacuum pots. I had 8 in total that
Oh,
operation.
wow. No. See that's the
So
thing.
yeah.
I have a friend of mine that had his back worked on, and it was all due to he fell out of the semi, and when he fell out,
Hmm.
it was raining, and he came out. There's a 3 point contact, so you come out, and you come out backwards. So you have a hold of the door handle, you have a hold of your, we call it the old shit handle on the side of the truck, and then you
Yeah.
walk yourself down. Well, this smartass decided he was just going to come out, one, two, jump out. Well, he jumped out all right on his ass. And, and when he came out, there, I guess there was something there, a rock, pebble, I don't know. It put him on his back and it tweaked it or something, but the doctor said it broke one of his vertebrae or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, he had to have back surgery. It was never right, so they kept giving him like epidural, something in his
Yeah.
back. And anyways, the epidural ended up having to have like 2 back surgeries, and on that third back surgery, it caused him to be permanently to where he couldn't walk anymore.
Oh.
And so now he's suing the doctor, trying to sue the doctor for it.
Yeah.
And hold on, he thinks I can just reach out there. Anyways, he's trying to sue the doctor for the um the malpraxis. It had nothing to do with the doctor. It had to do with he was not taking care of the shot area. The doctor told him he was not allowed to go to work for the first 48
Oh
hours after
yeah.
the epidural. He would go to work immediately after the epidural.
That's not smart. That is not smart.
So you can't go to work for the first 48 hours after epidural.
So you can lift both feet for 30 seconds while standing up. I don't think your pickle is that long,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Now you're bragging. Now you're bragging.
I can now lift both
Do you
feet
call it
for
like
30
that?
seconds while
Bragging?
standing up.
Well, so you
I'll,
will
I'll,
have to prove
you
that.
know, I'll believe him when I see it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to prove it. When I see it, I will believe it. Show it to us, and
And not on here, thanks.
no, 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 no. You can do it in a Discord somewhere where we have a lot of witnesses. So, are there any other stuff happening there? You're in Florida,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah.
Gator country.
The what?
No,
Oh,
gators.
yes, 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 yes. I have to find my. I know we have pictures. I just don't know if they're. I don't know. I don't know if we have them on. I don't. I don't know. I think they're on the old computer.
Oh yeah.
The pictures of our gators, the babies that uh, our first ride of nice.
Here you go, Zo. A little bit of you for you, and it's not chocolate. It looks like somebody did something in the pot, but it's not that. You can use it to make dirt. So you had pictures of baby
Yeah, it was
gators.
our first adventure down the Hillsborough River. So yeah, it was the baby gators. We got to hear Mama barreling like a banshee, letting us know that she was there.
Oh.
I would love to go back down there just so we could see it. Um, I put in Coop's chat today how I would love to go to the flea market up there.
Yeah, I saw that. That would be nice. You can go there, even film, but not put it on Coops. Otherwise, they're gonna go after him.
Yeah,
But I seen some nice shops there now.
yeah. There's a
Somebody has
lot
some
of
nice
there's
stuff.
some people that have really nice shops. I love flea markets.
Yeah.
So I don't have to tag who's all there. I can just go up there and just put everybody's in there. It doesn't have to say who's there.
No,
It could be, there
and
you
you
go,
don't
my first adventure. There you go.
and you don't have to be called a stalker to go there. You
Right.
can
My
go
channel
everywhere.
don't revolve around
In
them people.
no,
And it's not going to be mentioned here.
that's the first thing I told everybody. Me, I'm doing my miniature stuff. Even when I'm talking to Mama, I'm painting a little bit, getting the hang of doing it in front of a yeah. Like now, I'm learning how I have to position everything so you can see it a little bit while I'm working and talking.
Right.
But I'm a little bit like a woman. I can multitask. I can talk with you and do my job at the same time. But do you see, this is the red earth. And it has, my father used it to make furniture look more antique. It's a product you put like green on your cabinet,
Yeah.
and then in the second paint you put it's called craquelin, crackling
Crackling
paint.
paint.
Yeah, it's a product you put with the white paint. You put white paint over it, and it's gonna like lava. It's gonna crackle up, and the green paint gonna come in the crackles.
Right.
This one gonna do the same thing when it dries. It's gonna yeah. Wait. Better? Is that better? The image of my camera? Can you see it better now? Now you can see the complete miniature, I think. No, Mama? Thanks, Mr. Coop, for the advice. I will tomorrow. But this weekend, I'm gonna work on my desk. I have to empty it completely, rearrange everything
Better, he said. That's
because
better.
yeah, because I have a special plank that I can put down where my water pot is on, all my paints are on, and then I have a special wax paper to put paint on. Because if you put paint on just a piece of paper like this,
Right.
it's gonna go the moist. It's gonna go in the paper, and only your pigment gonna stay on top.
Oh,
And then you have a dry with like sandpaper effect.
right. Right.
But if you use wax paper, or I'm gonna make a wet palette. Do you know what that
Yes.
is? It's a palette. You put wet paper under it, wax paper on top, and it keeps the paint wet for a long. So sometimes I can use it for 2 3 days. Acrylic paints, they don't
Oh,
dry up.
wow.
They keep they steep. I'm gonna make a video of it, how to make it yourself in a little plastic box. You can buy them, huh? With special tissues you have to wet, and then the wax paper. But I do it with baking paper.
Ah.
Baking paper is wax
So you're
is
talking about
waxed.
like parchment paper.
Yeah, yeah, what you use to make
Yeah,
cookies on
parchment paper.
and put in the oven. Yeah, that. You put your paint on that, but put wet paper under it. And then you can keep your paints longer than you can. This is just a piece of
Like
paper I
printer
used
paper.
to be here. Yeah, uh, but other paper is a lot better. Thank you, Mr. Coop. So, are you and YouTube is your friend, huh? If you want, like for the fishes, I make my filters and everything myself, huh?
Right.
And if you put real plants in water, they need of you can give them CO2, the gas. You can buy that installation in your aquarium shop.
What, CO2 for the
But
fish?
yeah, for the special CO2, it's like food for the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
plant.
yeah.
If you yeah, but you can make it yourself with yeast, baking yeast.
Baking yeast.
Yeah, you put that in a bottle with, I have to look it up with something else, and you mix it, and then with a little pump, electric pump, and all the bubbles go inside of your aquarium, and all your plants get feeded, and the bottle stays active for a
Oh,
week.
nice.
But it's a lot cheaper than buying a complete installation in an aquarium
Oh,
shop.
wow.
And if you want to transport your fish and give them oxygen, there is a product you use to decolor your hair.
De-
Yeah,
decolor my hair?
yeah. If you want to make your hair white and then put a color on it, that product, and you put a piece of metal in it, it's gonna react. It's gonna make bubbles, and it's pure
Oh,
oxygen.
wow.
I didn't know that. The first time I bought it, but a pharmacist can make it for you at a cheaper
Hmm.
price. And then you put an old metal screw in it. You close the pot, and the top of the pot has to be some sort of stone that leaves like lava stone
Oh.
with little holes in it, and that makes the bubbles go into the aquarium. But that is something I use if I had to transport fish from one place to another and they didn't have enough oxygen.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you can find. I'm somebody that looks at things. Oh, can I do it myself? Because I still have to make pictures. I made some PVC
Right.
pipes, rain pipes, and they're planting pots now for my strawberries. I hang them up, and there is 20 plants. I made 20 cuts in it, so I can plant 20 plants in it.
Hmm.
I will show a picture to Mr. Coop, and you can put them outside, one next to the other. You can put flowers in it. Huh? I have bislook. Do you know that herb?
Mm-mm.
It's like a little bit like a green onion string,
Oh,
but it's an herb. It tastes. You put it on salad,
does it
or you can
taste like
put
green
it on.
onions?
No, it's a different. I have. I will for tomorrow. I will look up the picture and tell you what it is. Yeah, it's a nice fresh flavor in your mouth on salad and
Hmm.
everything. It's a little bit onionish, like an onion, but not so
See, I
strong.
can't. I can have it. Coop can't have it because he's allergic to onions.
But it's not an onion. It's the green from the plant. It doesn't make onions underneath. It's just the green taste like
Oh,
it.
okay.
And that's a nice flavor to have. It's the same with
Uh huh.
mint. There we have my garden. If I don't cut it, it's full of
Oh,
mint, purple flowers, and they make little purple flowers if you let them grow, and then you use them to cook stuff
oh,
with.
nice.
So you can have them as flower, or you can use them as the herb. There. Now this has to dry for several hours, and then it's gonna crack up. So I will see what to do, and then I'm gonna put fluo resin in it.
Right,
And by tomorrow, I will have the fluo lamp here on the desk, and then you can see the effects, what it gives when that light shines on
right.
it. It's
I
cool.
can't wait to see it.
So
It should be like that tomorrow.
yeah, normally if I get everything done, at least or Sunday,
Mm,
because Saturday I will do the. We don't stream in the weekend, but I'm gonna do a painting stream, trying
yeah,
to. But by then I want to have my desk here in order because now it's a little bit
right.
chaos. I have to. This is not the painting desk. This is my watch television and
Live
yeah,
streams.
do live. Normally watch computer while the kid is playing his PlayStation. I made this desk for my daughter and she never used it.
Oh,
Before my girlfriend left, she used this desk for her work
oh,
if she had to work from home. Because I have two, it's like, how you call it? A bureau, a desk
oh! It's
area.
a desk area, so um, it's like a computer desk area, work desk.
Yeah, the room, like the room you're now sitting
Yeah,
in. Huh? But I have two big sliding doors, so I can cut off the rest of the home
right.
from this place.
I
Ah, so it's
So's
back.
back. Oh, he's got his face
So,
picture. He's
so
got his actual face on it now.
yeah, see it. The mole on the pole.
He's actually got his face on it.
But you should show a picture how you put your feet for 30 seconds off the floor. Huh? I still want to know that trick.
He's got
Who
his
was it? Suzanne. Suzanne showed me a car trick yesterday, and she took a step-by-step photo thing of
uh-huh.
it to explain it to me, so I can explain it to my children.
Oh, nice. You got to do that live one day.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, I knew it. I did the trick
But you can't remember it.
years ago, and I didn't remember. There is a story about kings going to bed with the
Uh-huh.
queen and the aces, and you only need four aces, four queens, four kings, and four the jokers,
Mm.
and and that's it. And you do the magic trick
So
with
you're going to
that.
have to do that on live.
Yeah, I will have to practice. And she sent me the pic. This is picture number one. This is picture, but they were not in order. I got picture number 12 first, and then number four, and then number 11, and then the one, and then so I have to rearrange them
Uh-huh.
a little bit to understand the trick again. This is coming nicely, sticking out his tongue out of his belly, but I still have to figure out. Normally, it would sharpen up, and that it doesn't do now. Yeah. Oh, nice. Hey
Say
there.
hi,
What is the name?
Daisy.
Hey Daisy. How are you doing? Nice one. When I go buy cigarettes, I have to go past the wire,
Mm-hmm.
and there is always a guard dog barking at everybody that comes
Yeah,
along.
she barks at everybody that walks by her house.
And I go there every day, and I go to the dog, hey, and I show my hand, and I show, and now I can pet him. He doesn't bark when I come. I can pet
Oh
him.
wow.
I didn't feed him, because I have something like that. It's somebody else's
Right,
dog. It's a guard dog. I don't gonna feed him. But if I can say hello and he doesn't bark anymore and he doesn't bite at me, then it's not my problem. It's their problem.
right. Yeah, she
You-
I don't know if she's missing Pretty Girl or not. I don't know if it's sunk in yet, but I don't know.
Could be,
She's
yeah.
she's
She
starting
she
to
was used to not.
act different. So I think it's now starting to kick in.
Yeah.
So she's wanting to be near us more, and yeah, I think it's kicking in that something's missing from the house.
Oh yeah. What I see on your stream, your image, sometimes you freeze a little bit, your image.
Hmm. I wonder what's going on.
I seen it a few times, and it's only a few seconds, huh? That I see you're not move, nothing is moving. You're suddenly on pause, and then you
Oh yeah, I see
restart.
it. Hmm. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, you're caught.
Don't take off the complete shirt, huh? Otherwise, we have an X-rated YouTube movie.
Yeah.
We don't want titties on the
No.
image.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm moving or something, maybe? Because,
Could be. I don't know. Normally, it should not do that because, like I am moving all the times. You see,
right.
and it doesn't freeze up.
I don't know. I don't know why it's doing it. It's weird. I noticed that my camera was fuzzy too. I don't know. He's,
I love the purple light
I do
behind you.
too.
Yeah, it shows it. It's nice for a stream.
Yeah, it was very nice. I don't know why it's doing it tonight. It could be the weather because I know we had a storm coming in.
Ah, yeah, could be. Does that interfere with the internet?
Sometimes it does. It depends on what's going on uptown because that's where the internet's coming in.
Is are the cables underground
No.
or not? Ah, here everything is in the ground, huh? All the cables, huh?
Yeah, no, not here, but uptown
Yeah,
is where the main headquarters is for the internet. So if it depends on if they're having bad weather up there.
yeah. No, the problem is if there is something wrong, they have to dig up the street to find the cables, huh?
Yeah.
To repair something or something like that. And here and there we have gray little boxes that are the connections for the homes. And sometimes you have a car driving against it.
Mm.
Then everything is out, huh? No internet at home. Yeah, I have my Wi-Fi works still, but the wireless. Yeah, I saw it. Zo changed his avatar.
Yeah, I know.
Now you can see the pickle. I mean, Zohan. Yeah, we are used. I Georgie calls him the pickle. I don't know why. He doesn't resemble a pickle, but I didn't see his nose up close.
Yeah,
So.
right?
Oh, I have to see what I say. Otherwise, if I talk about noses, I'm discriminating some kind of
Right.
people. No, that I cannot see. Well, a smiley with yeah, little hearts.
No.
But Georgie has been working hard
I
at her home
seen
to
that.
yeah, I love it. I love the black doors on in contrast with the floor.
Mhm.
Now I still have to see the wallpaper next to the door.
Yeah.
What what effect that gives.
Uh-huh.
It's one of life's greatest mysteries. Yeah, I know. I know. But watch out! Don't cut it every. Yeah, you never know. You can always lose it. Pickles are very
For
wanted.
sure.
So, and then if I'm better starting next month, because we're almost, I'm gonna restart once a week to go to the clinic. I do. It's like a charity stuff I do. I go talk with cancer patients. Lots of them are women with breast cancer where they have to amputate the
Oh.
breast. And I make aware also that penis cancer, cock cancer, exists because a lot of men don't know that that sort of cancer, like breast cancer, exists.
Oh.
So I say to the man, if you feel a little lump on your hump, go to the doctor.
For sure.
It could be cancer. If you're not watching out, thunder cabbage. Yeah, yeah, okay. No, and I do that, and women open up to me very easily when I always tell my story first.
Yes.
And I have a short version of it that they can accept, and then they open up. And it's a 2 hour session, and sometimes there's more 20 patients there, and sometimes you're with 4 or 5 people. Then you can communicate more personally, one to one,
Uh-huh.
and I love that. They saw me do it when I was always waiting for radiation, and
Yeah.
they contacted me, and then after my complete chemo and everything, they asked me, "Can you would you want to do it in the clinic?" And I told them, "Yeah, no problem. If
Right.
you and they come and get me, I don't have to pay the placement, so the road, the how you call it. I don't have to drive to there. They come and get me and pick me up, and I get some sandwiches, some drinks that I don't have to pay for, and I love doing it. If I can help other people understand and how to deal with that kind of stuff, I love doing it.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And there will be always mysteries in life. Look at the Egyptian pyramids.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so you still have one day of work to do tomorrow?
Thank God. Thank God. It's over. Thank God.
Well, I had my family help come today.
Oh yeah?
They gave me, I cleaned with her a little bit. I went back to bed. I waked up and everything downstairs was cleaned. My kitchen was done. I had laundry that was drying. She folded everything. Whoa, she has taken some pills to work that fast because I could not do it.
Oh yeah. I thought you said after you took your shot you were energized.
Yeah, yeah, at first, yeah, that's why I cleaned with her. But I had something like I need to rest some more, otherwise my body. But I couldn't sleep really. I was in bed, but awake and not awake. You know the feeling.
Right. Right. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It I think it's all got to do, I'm the same way. There's certain things that I can do all the time, and then there's certain things that I just don't feel like messing with. That's like tonight when I got home. I did the chickens and then changed their water and did all that, and finally I'm out. I'm just
Yeah,
and then I did all the dishes that needed to be done and put away, and just I was done. I just spent. I'm done. Done.
I had breast cancer. Men can have breast cancer also, yes.
Yes, they can.
And it's strange feeling knowing poison is. Yeah, I still have two tumors inside at my ears, and I hope every tumor in my colon is gone now. Not
Mm-hmm.
sure. I will know the 28th. So for me, it's a few days waiting, and because where I am, it's already the 25th of April.
Ah.
Where one at 2 o'clock now, 2 o'clock at night. The stream's gonna end always at 2 o'clock at night for me. Yeah, I don't know how to answer. You have to, yeah, ask.
Yeah, you have to ask him what thunder cabbage.
Yeah, but I think we're done for
We
today.
are done for tonight.
Well, I have to
So,
say this stream
was
flew by. Yeah, it
wonderful.
was
We had a
wonderful,
great night.
and it doesn't look like we talked for 2 hours for me.
No, it doesn't. It feels like we done a great night tonight too.
Yeah,
So I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight and spending the evening with us tonight. I hope everybody has a great Friday, and we will see everybody tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And good night, everybody. We love you, and we'll
me
see
too.
you all tomorrow.
Uh,
Bye.
Bye, everybody, and stay safe. That's the only message I have. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. Mama, I see you tomorrow.
Yep, we'll see you tomorrow, and everybody go to the Hubs.
Bye.